He's way over there. And your mayor, William Bell, is in the house. So, I'm here, Birmingham, to just acknowledge that I didn't have UAB making it out of the first round. My bracket is so busted, but UAB, that's a great accomplishment. I want to congratulate them. It's also great to be with students like those here at Lawson State, community colleges. I'm proud of all of them. I'm proud of you making this investment in yourselves. What you're doing takes effort and persistence, and it takes faith in the idea that no matter how you start, no matter where you come from, no matter what zip code you were born in America, if you work hard, you can get ahead. I think it was yesterday I saw a story where someone said that a visit from the president is a potential game changer for the neighborhood. I don't know that just one visit's a game changer, but it's nice to be with you. The real game changers for any neighborhood, for any community, are the people there. The folks who day in, day out are doing the work and raising families and participating in the community and through their churches and faith institutions are trying to provide that optimism and that lift. And the young people who are here, you're the game changers, because what you're studying and your ability to then apply that learning, that's going to make a difference. The love we put into our families and our communities every day and embracing the joys of citizenship and participation, that's what is a game changer. That's what makes a difference. Now, I won't deny I can help a little bit. I can maybe make a little bit of difference. And today I want to talk about what we can do as a country to reward hard work and keep the economy going and make sure that new jobs and opportunities exist. The good news is right now we're on a 60-month streak of private sector job creation. 60 months, that's 5 years, that's a long time. We've created 12 million new jobs. Nationwide, the unemployment rate has fallen. When I came into office, that first year it was 10%. Now it's 5.5%. There are more job openings than any time since 2001. Meanwhile, our high school graduation rate is up at an all-time high. More than 16 million Americans have gained the security of health insurance. We're producing more energy than ever before, oil and gas, but also wind power and solar power. Meanwhile, lower gas prices should save the typical family this year about $700 at the pump. And the good news is wages are even on the rise again, and that's going to help a lot of families. So it's been a long, hard road, but thanks to the hard work of the American people, America's coming back. So the question now is, where do we go from here? Do we accept an economy where just a few people do really, really well? Or are we going to keep building an economy that generates opportunity for everybody who's willing to work? And what I believe is that America does best when the middle class does better. And when ordinary folks who maybe were born into poverty are able to climb their way into the middle class. That's good for everybody. The economy grows best, not from the top down, but from the bottom up and from the middle out. So what we've been pushing is what I call middle class economics. The idea that the country does best when everybody's got a fair shot. Everybody's doing their fair share. Everybody's playing by the same rules. And we want not only everybody to share in America's success, but contribute to it. Because we know that if you field a team and only half the folks get to play, that team will be less successful. If everybody is playing a part, that team's going to be more successful. So what does middle-class economics mean in this new economy? It means that every American has to have the tools to get ahead in a fast-paced, constantly changing global economy. That means that we've got to make sure that, working families feel more secure, that their paychecks can go a little farther, that they're getting things like paid leave and child care, not as luxuries, but because they help support families. That we treat those things as priorities for working moms and working dads. It's time to follow the example of states and cities and companies that are raising America's minimum wage. That will make a difference. It means preparing Americans to earn good jobs and higher wages, which means every child getting a great education at the earliest age. Making college more affordable so young people can afford to go to college without getting burdened with debt. It means working with businesses to provide apprenticeships and on-the-job training and other paths into the middle class. And I want to bring down the cost of community college to zero. 2 years of community college should be as free and universal as high school is today. If we've got the best trained workforce in the world, then businesses will come to Alabama, they'll come to Birmingham, they'll come to America, and we will succeed. Middle-class economics means building the most competitive economy anywhere. So we can keep churning out high-wage jobs for the workers to fill. I want to put more people back to work. Rebuilding our roads and our bridges, modern ports, faster trains, faster internet. We should invest in those things. They pay off many, many times over. I want to invest in basic research so that jobs and industries of the future take root here, because we've invented new products and new services and innovated. And we can pay for these investments without blowing up our deficits. We just need to reform our tax code so it helps middle-class families get ahead instead of letting folks who already got a lot get ahead. And I have to say, these ideas are not about ideology. The reason I propose these ideas is because we know they work. Now, let me talk about Washington for a second. Let's talk about Washington.